A little something about Raymond. He's an investor in stocks and rentals. He wants no money from you, no bait and switch, nothing. Here's what he's going to do. He's going to log into his personal account, share real estate property documents, and give you suggestions on what to read.
Today is Friday, January 8th, 2021, and I want to log into my GE 401k, and we're going to take a peek inside of the funds that are there, and I'm going to tell you guys what I look at to determine if I actually want to put my hard-earned money into that fund with the hopes of future growth and profit, so my 401k can be very big. If you guys are looking at this video on YouTube, please subscribe and give a thumbs up. So let's log in. And the stock market is open today. And if you're in the market, I hope you guys are making way more money than I am. But I do have to let you know, today is a good day so far. The market closes at 4 o'clock. So we have to see if we're going to stay good or stay bad. All right, we are at my home page at Fidelity of my 401k, and if your 401k is at Fidelity, what you're seeing now should be very similar to your 401k homepage. If you didn't work or you don't work at General Electric, you're not going to see this, but you will see maybe your company name here. And if you have a 401k that's not with Fidelity, you won't be able to follow me as I click on different things. However, everything that I'm stating will be true no matter where your 401k is. So let's get into this GE plan. And let's make the screen bigger. No glasses required. So we want to click on investments. And we're going to scroll down to investment choices. GE has 23 currently, and those can change. It's really up to GE and Fidelity what they want to offer the owners of their 401ks. So right here in this column has a list of all the funds that I can choose from. And your 401k will have different funds. Only if you're with GE would you see exactly what I see. But in terms of clicking on them will be the same no matter what company you work for, as long as it's with Fidelity. So I want to click on two of the funds, and I actually already have them open, but we're going to look at small cap equity fund, and we're going to look at this US small cap equity fund. So I actually have these open. So let me minimize this. And all I did was click on the two names I just stated, and then this is what you will see. So the first thing I like to do once I have them open, I like to click on this tab, and I like to do view all tabs. So we're going to do both. So all this is doing is just saying I want to see all the information available for these funds when you go to view all tabs. So I'm just going to scroll through from top to bottom and tell you guys what I look for to decide if I actually want to invest in a particular fund. So I start at the top and I look at average annual returns, and I concentrate on year to date more than the 1 through 10 years. The reason I concentrate on year to date because that's close to where we are right now. Meaning today is January 8th, but this number here, this is good as of yesterday. So this is telling me from January 1st until the 7th, the rate of return is 5.31. All this stuff over here is telling me what happened in the past. And no fund can predict what's going to happen in the future. So I like to look at this number. And the same thing here. This would be the number here. Next thing I look at will be under details. I want to know, what does this fund do, or what does it invest in? And it says small blend. So this means that it invests in many small companies, and small is pretty much defined as under $1 billion in revenue. I like to look at the expense ratio gross. This is a fee, and this one is at 0.88%. That's super high. So this is saying for every $1,000 you invest in this fund, they're going to charge you $8.80. Comparing that to this fund, they're going to charge you 10 cents for every $1,000. Here it says fund overview. I like to read this. It just tells you the goal and the strategy and the risk of the fund. And let me save you guys some reading. Let's go to risk. This is something that you're going to see no matter what you click on. You're going to see risk. And all it's saying is that if you're in the stock market, 401k, there's risk that you can lose money. That's all it's saying. But if you want to read all this stuff, knock yourself out. I also like to look at I just want to tell you guys, I made a video. It's so much stuff. This means so much that I actually made a video about the average annual total returns. It's a separate video that goes into details about all this stuff. Then I actually made another video about cumulative total returns. So it's a lot of details about this that I like to talk to you guys about. So check out the other videos to get that information. But I do pay attention to this, and I pay attention to this. There's going to be a lot of stuff that I don't talk about, but you guys can knock yourself out if you think it might be important to you to determine what you want to invest in. The good thing about these funds, you're going to see a lot of question marks. All you got to do is click on them and start reading, and you will learn what they do and what they mean. But for me, a lot of this stuff is just stuff that doesn't help me. So I like to look at major market sectors. And this just tells me where all the money in this fund is going to, what sectors. So this is industrials, technology, healthcare. So technology would be tech companies, so your Googles, your Apples. Healthcare would be pharmaceuticals. Consumer, that's like your Walmart, your Target. Financial, Bank of America, so on and so forth. Utilities, real estate, energy. It gives you the portfolio weight. It just means the percentage of this fund is going to what areas within the stock market. I also like to look at the top 10 holdings. And the reason I look at these, I like to see if there are any companies I might recognize. So Brinks, I recognize that. Extended stay, that I recognize. And it tells you how many holdings are in this fund. So this is important to me. I want to know if my money is being diversified. So this has 411 different companies within this fund. So if I was to put $1,000 in this fund, it's going to spread it out over 400 different companies. And let me scroll with this one just to catch up. Pretty much see the same thing. Again, I made videos, separate videos about average annual total returns, and here, cumulative total returns. Same thing, major market sectors. Top 10 holdings. I like to look at this, see if any companies I recognize. So Penn National Gaming, I actually have that individual stock in my IRA portfolio. Caesars Entertainment, I've heard of that. They have over 2,000 company holdings within this fund. So they're going to take, for example, your $500 and spread it out over 2,000 different companies. So that's important to me. I like to look at country diversification. I want to know where the money in the fund is going, what country. So most of the companies that this fund invests in is in the United States. Here, same thing, United States. So I like to look at that. Again, the expense ratio, we already discussed that. So they have that in multiple places. They really want you to know what the fees are for this fund. So they put them in multiple places. So they're talking about it again right here. Here's this one. And that's it. That's what I look for. Those are things that are important to me in regards to just understanding what I'm investing in. So if you're having a conversation with someone and they said, well, what are you invested in? And how is it doing? This is where you would come. You would go into your 401k. You'll go to investments. Here, you're going to scroll down and you start clicking on this stuff and opening it up, and it'll tell you exactly what you're invested in. You want to know that because as you're listening to news, you're going to hear stuff, bonds are doing something, stocks are doing something, and you might say, oh wow, they're saying bonds are really being hit. Well, yeah, I got a couple of bond funds in my 401k I'm invested in. Maybe I need to go and look at it and make some changes. So there you go. This is what you do. You click on your funds, you start reading, you start learning. You don't have to look at everything. It's probably 15 to 20% of all the stuff that's in there I look at to make my determination if I want to invest in that particular fund. Y'all already know how it go. If I make my money in stocks and rentals, why would I try to get money from you? Everything I do is free to encourage you to invest. Don't be broke. Peace.